Alright, so in this lesson here, we're going to look at pseudocode and the different types. So you can see here in the first one, this is how we're sort of representing our basic if statement. If you have a begin first, it starts at the top and flows down to the end statement in a sequence. So begin, so make sure you have your inputs first, so input age. Then we've got the process here, which is going through and deciding if this is going to output, and then we have the output here. So you can see here I've got begin. This means that parallelogram means input, and then this here is a diamond. That means it's a condition. That means it's assessed for being true or false. If true, it'll output or print the answer, and then it'll end. So that's sort of representing the flow of the program and all the potential choices or paths. And this is how we talk about it. Instead of writing all this code here, we just write in code that people, or a language that people can understand. So input age. If age greater than 18, then this occurs. If not, we end the if statement and it's finished. Now let's have a look at the next one. So same sort of thing again, inputs first, input the age. You can see there it's parallelogram input. Then we've got the condition to check if it's true or false. If age is greater than or equal to 16 and also less than 65, then price gets assigned or set to 35. If it's false, the price is 20. Then we end the if and output. So you can see there's some similarities between the pseudocode and the Python code. The real difference is the use of language, or what we like to call syntax. Okay, that's the main differences between the two. Make sure you always end. So you need to produce a flowchart and pseudocode for your programming project, and also the Python code. That's why we're going through this now. Alright, so this sort of comes up with a general sort of couple of lines of pseudocode. You can, if you would prefer to write it like this, as more sort of English-based statements, you can. But next year we will be using this style of pseudocode, so I suggest it would be most valuable if you wrote it more like this, but I will accept both. So input your travel zone. You can see here my first line, the variable travel zone is entered by the user. Same principle. Then the if statement starts. So you can see here, if travel zone is equal. So you notice that equals here means equivalent in pseudocode. Yeah, so those two are the same. Now you see that one there is a sign in pseudocode, but it's equals in Python, so make sure you don't mix the two up. Now we've got else if travel zone equals 2, and instead of that, the Python code is elif. So you can sort of see the changes. Now when I look at the flowchart, you can see I drop down to 1, check if it's true or false. If it's true, it sets to 1. If it's false, it checks the next condition. Just like the code we looked at for Python. When you noticed it skips down one line, if that condition is wrong, it goes to the next one. Alright, and sets it. So if it was 3, it would be false here, check that one, false. Check this one, true, set it to 4, come down here, and then it would end it once it's outputted. So you can see that the same is occurring here. So I've got used to using these examples and just changing the variables. And that's all we're going to look at. If there's any further questions, please see me.